Hello again, everyone. Welcome to a Thursday night edition of Football Under the Friday Night Lights. And at least for the moment, I have Christopher Williams here with me. I'm Afshin Banab. I'll be riding solo in the air chair most of the night.
I'll come over and help you out every now and then.
Yes, you should.
Double duty tonight.
Absolutely. That would be great. We'll pay you double duty, too.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's always good to see you, Chris. It's Yorktown and Stuart. Stuart is 2-2. Patriots struggling on and off. They're going up and down this season so far, but
had a tough week last week against Falls Church Jaguars, but let's see how they rebound this week taking on the Raiders.
That's right, absolutely. And Stuart comes into this game on the wins against Mount Vernon. They beat the Majors 21-10. They are second place behind those 5-0 Wakefield Warriors. Wakefield, you know, out of Arlington County, they are undefeated this season. Big thank you to my friend Christopher Williams as he steps back into his role as PA announcer here at Yorktown High School. He just wanted to have a little fun. You see the back of head coach Bruce Hanson of the Yorktown Patriots, and they're going to have their work cut out for him. Stuart will have their work cut out for him. This should be a good game here. Thursday night football under the Friday night lights, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It does to me. So, like I said, I am Afshin Banab here on Arlington Independent Media, Comcast 69, Fios 38, riding solo in the air chair for this game. Parker Dean and Zane Cook to receive this kick from Stuart, as Yorktown either Stuart deferred or Yorktown won the toss and they elected to receive. We shall see. But anyway, Yorktown gets it. Christian Oriana set to kick this punt for Stuart, or this kickoff, pardon me. It's Thursday night, folks. 70 degrees at kickoff time right here, or at game time. And there it is at the far side. And this is going to be good position now for Yorktown as there's what looks like a scrum right in the middle, right at about the 42, maybe 43-yard line. That was Zane Cook who brought it back. Zane Kilgo, rather. And, of course, Carlos Ventura with the stop. So it's first down, Yorktown at the Patriots' 43-yard line. Excellent field position for the Pats. You guys know who's at quarterback. Joe McBride. The big fella. McBride with the handoff. There is a fumble, I believe.
Number 30, Jack Storrs taking the handoff.
Jack Storrs takes the handoff.
Recovered by Storrs.
There was a fumble and Storrs recovered. Jack Storrs, number 30, the 5'11", 190-pound senior. You'll hear his name quite a bit tonight, along with Parker Dean, Tavon Brown. Here's the replay. So with that fumble, Storrs still did pick up a yard. Second down, 9, ball on the 43. There's the pitch. That is Tavon Brown. He's going to try to cut it back, and he's taken down immediately. Nothing doing for Mr. Tavon Brown. Isaiah Simonson drags him down by the jersey. Simonson read this one easily. He came off the edge right away and got him down. So no gain, 3rd and 9 now for the Patriots. Pats have 2 receivers on the far side and 2 on the near side. McBride out of the pistol. Stuart with only 3 men on the line. McBride in the pocket, across the middle, incomplete. Should have been caught though. That one was intended for Charlie Teen. And this one just slipped out of his hands, so this will be 4th down for the Patriots, and now they'll have to punt. Lamont Lewis deep to receive this punt, the single safety standing at about his own 20-yard line. Mehran Roshane will punt. He's got a great leg. As you know, he can kick that ball. That was a nice punt. Lewis backing up to his 10-yard line. He fumbles it. Patriots around it, but Lewis falls back on top of it. So Stuart will take over at their own 14-yard line, it looks like.
From their own 14-yard line.
Raiders have some good players on their team. I think Mikey Bickerton, number 6, he should be the quarterback.
That quarterback for the Raiders, number 6, Mikey Bickerton.
Out of the I formation of the Stuart Raiders, Bickerton gives it to the up man. Picks up a few yards there.
23,
And that one is Lamont Lewis, who just fumbled that punt.
Making a stop for the Patriots, number 5, Thomas Richardson.
Richardson on the stop there for the Patriots. He picks up a
Gain of 6 yards.
6 yards or so. So it'll be 2nd down and 4 ball right at the 20-yard line as we come up to the 10-minute mark here in the first quarter. All right, Bickerton now under center. This time he rolls out and he gives it to number 3, Warren Mushero, and he goes nowhere.
Taking the handoff for the Raiders, number 3.
Mushero is the wide
Warren
receiver.
Mushero.
Check this one out. Little
For the Patriots, number 54.
mix there, and he hands off to Mushero on the misdirection play, but Mushero was going nowhere. Yorktown read that one. They sniffed it out easily. So this will bring up 3rd down and long.
Loss of 8 yards on the play.
Loss of 8 on that one, they say. So it's 3rd and 12 now for the Raiders. All right, Bickerton now. He's got receivers to either side of him. Out of a normal set. Bickerton with the fake handoff. Now he throws it. Incomplete. This will be 4th and long. And the Raiders will have to punt.
Pass intended for number 28, Kevin Morgan.
Kevin Morgan, the intended receiver on that one.
4th and 12 for the Raiders.
Parker Dean, the single safety, standing right at about midfield at 9:05. The 9:05 mark here in the first quarter. Orella set to punt right from his goal line.
Back to receive for the Patriots, number 1, Parker Dean.
This should be interesting. See how if Orella can get it back there. It bounces at the 40. Dean will take it at the 47-yard line. He's got a lot of running room. Goes to the far side. Crosses the 30-yard line, still on his feet, before he's finally knocked out of bounds. Check it out. Parker Dean saw a seam and he went for it. He picked it up at his own at the 47-yard line, and he turns to the outside, puts on those afterburners, gets right around the 14-yard line, possibly 15-yard line.
First and 10 for the Patriots. Coming to Jet Stuart, 13.
Call it the 13-yard line. So about a 34-yard return on that punt. McBride, man in motion, the handoff to the inside.
Taking the pitch for the Patriots, number 17.
That was Tavon Brown.
Leading tacklers for the Raiders, number 56, Amir Zay. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. for the
Call it
Patriots.
2nd and 10. There's no gain on that play. Amir Zadan, by the way, stops Brown dead in his tracks there. So here we are, 2nd down 10. Ball on the 13-yard line. Yorktown threatening deep in Stuart territory. McBride, he's good at that, man. That cadence call. He gets those opposing linemen to jump. He does it 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a game, and there's the first time with 8:12 to go in the first. So tack on 5 more yards for Yorktown.
Second and 5 for the Patriots.
2nd down 5. Ball at the 8. Tavon Brown is going to try to cut it to the outside. Cuts back in. Nothing doing for Tavon Brown. A host of Stuart Raiders pile up on him and bring him down.
Brown in the clear for the Patriots.
So this will be 3rd and 6 for the Patriots. I like Quinn Cox's face mask. We got to get a good look at his face mask again. Nobody can go through that. McBride out of the pocket, across the middle. This one's a touchdown for the Patriots. Good throw by McBride. He's limping a bit. Let's get a look at this throw again. The poise and patience of Joe McBride. He stays in the pocket as long as he can. He grows across the middle. Touchdown, Yorktown. That was Parker Dean, by the way. Snap, hold, kick, and it is good. It is a Yorktown 7-0 lead, 7:22 to go in the first. So McBride to Parker Dean. The Patriots strike first. Good drive for the Patriots. Patriots coming into this game on the heels of a loss to Falls Church. The Jaguars double them up 28-14. Patriots are 3-2 now. It's anybody's game right now in that division, in that Conference 6 division, so anybody has a shot at it. But if you're going to talk about the Arlington schools, you got to talk about the Wakefield Warriors at 5-0 right now. Conference 13, doing a heck of a job, beating teams soundly this season. You gotta like what Hogwood is doing over there at Wakefield. All right, here's the kickoff. There's Stuart. I think that it may be Lewis. I'm not sure. He gets some really good field position. Crosses the 35 to about the 37-yard line. No, that was Kevin Morgan. Pardon me.
Making a stop for the Patriots, number 23, Travis Clark Winston.
Travis Clark Winston on the stop. Good run back by Kevin Morgan. See Rohan Roshane gets a nice kick. Kid's got a good leg. Gets Morgan back to his goal line. Morgan finds a little seam, jukes a couple of players before he finally gets taken down. Not too shabby, 37-yard line for the Stuart Raiders. Mikey Bickerton now. The fake handoff. There's the handoff to the up man, the fake to the outside guy.
Number 23, Lamont Lewis.
Lamont Lewis takes that handoff.
Leading tacklers for the Patriots. Number 54.
Crosses the 40 to about the 41-yard line. So gain of 3, call it 2nd and 7 right now. Bickerton with the handoff. And that is Green, who turns the corner before he's taken out of bounds.
Forced out of bounds by number 5, Thomas Richardson.
So he's at about the 43-yard line. This will be 3rd down, about 5. You see that the cheerleaders have the pink pom-poms. That's, of course, because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you'll see a lot of pink. Some of the football players as well have pink on in some form or another. There is Green, upended. Nothing doing for Green. This will be 4th down. Let's see if Stuart decides to punt. Green gets taken out. Good hit, shoulder hit by number 82, Matthew Paredes. And we got a player down. That is Green. He looks like he's just shaken up. Hopefully that's all it is. Paredes got looked like his shoulder right there in his thigh area. Hopefully maybe he got nothing more than the wind knocked out of him. .6:20 to go here in the first. And Green walks off. 7-0 Yorktown on top. Parker Dean now will be the single safety. standing at his own 20, stand between the 20 and 25-yard line. Christian Orlana to punt. Last punt, Parker Dean returned some 30, 35, 40 yards. Let's see, this one goes over Dean's head, picks it up off the bounce, and he's going to lose a lot of yards. Warren Mushero makes sure that Dean stays down. So they'll be at about their own 13-yard line. This will be 1st and 10 now for the Patriots. 3 5s. 5:55 to go here in the first. All right, Dean with a handoff. We've got some running room here. Here's Jack Stores. He finally gets taken down at the Stuart 30-yard line. We'll see where the officials actually mark it. That ball goes from the 13 of Yorktown. I'm going to mark it the 29, I believe. Nope. Now they're moving it back to the 27 of Stuart. Good run by Stores. All right, Tavon Brown, but McBride keeps it. He's going up the middle. Good run by McBride. Nice fake to Tavon Brown.
Gain 9 yards with the carry, 2nd and 1 for the Patriots.
Like a 52-yard Jack Stores run, by the way. 9 yards for the on that quarterback sneak by McBride, so it's 2nd down 1. McBride under center. Tried to draw them off sides, but this time it might be against Yorktown. Let's see what the official call is. This one's offsides against Yorktown, so 2nd down and 6 now. Ball right at the 30-yard line, just inside the 30-yard line. McBride right under center, gives it to Tavon Brown. Tavon Brown's going to try to turn the corner. He does. Picks up quite a few yards there. Nice little run by Tavon Brown on the far side. There is a flag on the play, however. Ball right now is marked at the 25-yard line. .443 to go here in the first quarter. All right, let's see if Yorktown can get something going here. 2nd down, 6 again. And that is Stores, and he's not going anywhere.
Number 30, Jack Stores taking a handoff for the Patriots. Leading tacklers for the Raiders, number 52, Isaiah Simonson.
Isaiah Simonson, leading tackler for the Raiders. There's those pink pom-poms I was telling you about earlier. As we, it is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in the United States. So you'll see that as the season wears on, especially obviously through the month of October. Some of the players will start to wear pink as we go through Halloween month. 3rd down 5. There was 1 yard given to Stores on that one. McBride with the fake, rolling. He's got pressure, and he's taken down. And that is Carlos Ventura. Plays outside linebacker for Stuart.
Number 10, Carlos Ventura.
That was a big 3rd down play.
Loss of 10 yards on the play.
Loss of 10, so Yorktown's going to have to punt.
4th and 18 for the Patriots. And the punt for the Patriots coming on
Mehran Rashane set the punt.
For the Raiders, number 23,
Lewis to receive. Rashane gets decked. There's a flag on the play, and that's going to be Yorktown's ball, no doubt about it. Rashane is not only decked, but he is down. He is hurt. He gets hit hard after that punt. There is number 9 on the ground. Mehran Rashane. See if we get a look at this one. Charles, if we can show a replay of this one, he really got hit hard. Looks like he's shaken up. He's all right, though. Tough kid, man. Tough kid. He's got a leg on him, too. Here it is. And while his leg was still extended, too. He's lucky it wasn't worse than it was. Look at that leg was still up. It was perpendicular to the ground when he got hit. That was number 22 for Stuart. Christian Orellana. He is Stewart's kicker. Christopher Williams comes over and says, kicker on kicker crime. He just wanted to say hi to his counterpart. But Rohan looks okay, or Mehran looks okay. Yorktown gets the ball back. They're at the Stuart 25-yard line. Great chance to add further damage because of that. McBride with the handoff up the middle. And that is Jack Stores. Man, Jack Stores has been running the ball like a Mack truck. .245 to go here in the first quarter. Stores on the outside now, cuts it back, gets to about the 10, gain of 4. 2nd down 6.
Lead tacklers for the Raiders, number 72.
All right, Chuck in the truck just informed me we have problems with our replay system, so we may not be able to get as many replays in the rest of the way.
Gain of 3 yards on the play.
Chuck is always full of information, man. I love him. He's always full of information. 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Yeah, Charles, if you have a chance, give me an update on the Detroit Tigers, too, by the way. All right. 2nd down 6 now for the Patriots. Tavon Brown cuts it back inside, easily goes into the end zone untouched. Tavon Brown with 1:36 to go. So now the Patriots on top, 13-0, pending this extra point. Mehran Roshade now. Good to see him back out there. And it's good, 14-0 Patriots. All right, 14-0 Yorktown getting their 2nd touchdown on a huge penalty by Stuart. Yorktown was set to punt. Stuart gets a roughing the kicker. Yorktown gets the ball back at the Stuart 25, and in 4 plays, they get it into the end zone on a Tavon Brown run. (3-2) Orioles. World Series is upon us, folks. Basketball season's around the corner. Hockey season, training, preseason hockey is here. Amazing what goes on in the month of October, the month of November. We've got the NFL, we've got college football. Everything is going on now. That's what the fall is about. I don't know what to say about my Michigan Wolverines, but I'll leave it at that. There's not much to say. Yorktown up 14 now with 1:36 to go. There's a squib kick, picked up by one of the up men for Stuart, and I think that is number 10. Carlos Ventura. I've said his name quite a few times here just in the first quarter. He's had a couple of big stops, a quarterback sack. Runs this one back. Good field position for Stuart now as he runs it all the way back to the 47-yard line. With a minute and a half to go here in the first. Who is that man? I told you I'm riding solo in the air chair today, folks. 3-2 in the 7th inning. Yeah, that's what I thought. Detroit down 3-2 to the Baltimore Orioles, game 1 of the ALDS. Bickerton, pass incomplete. Bickerton saying you were supposed to go long. Mashura was supposed to go long according to Bickerton, but there's a flag on the play anyway. We'll see what happens here. That one's against Yorktown. So this one moves up. Stewart, big penalty. Goes up to the 39-yard line. Yorktown's 39. It's about a 15-yard penalty there. Bickerton, he fakes it. Now he's going to throw it. He's got a receiver, but this one's incomplete. That one's incomplete. All right, 2nd and 10 now. There's the handoff. Green is going to try to turn the corner. He doesn't. He gets hit hard, and he goes down. Matthew Paredes. Make sure Green stays down on that one. Call that one a loss of 1. 3rd and 11 now. 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter. .30 seconds remaining. Bickerton being rushed. He finds Green in the flat. Nice move by Green. Finally taken down. Paredes again on the tackle, but well short of the first down.
Leading tacklers for the Patriots, number 82, Matthew Curtis. Gain 7 yards on the pass. 4th and 3 for the Raiders.
4th down, 3 now for Stewart. And that is the end of the first quarter.
At the end of the first
14-0, Yorktown on top.
Yorktown 14, Stuart 0.
Efficient play by the Yorktown Patriots. Some penalties in there, but not major. Not like the major penalty that Stuart had. Nonetheless, they are up 14-zip. See the poise and the patience of Joe McBride in the pocket. Nice quarterback sneak at one point for, I think, a 10-yard run. Tavon Brown maneuvering in and out of the backfield, getting into the next level. Jack Stores with his power running. Yorktown's doing well. Not too shabby, putting up 14 points here in the first quarter. Stuart with the ball, 4th down 3. And they will go for it. All right, Bickerton in the pocket again, being rushed. Unloads it as he falls down. And of course, it's incomplete. I'm surprised he even was able to get that off. But Yorktown now will take over on downs.
First down, Yorktown. First and 10 for the Patriots from their own 33-yard line.
All right, it's 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their own 33. Full house backfield for Joe McBride. This is a different play. I believe that is Stores with it. I could be wrong. I am wrong. That is Travis Clark Winston, the 5'6", 165-pound junior. The running back, defensive back, Mr. Travis Clark Winston, TCW.
Also in the stop, number 56, second and 7 for the Patriots.
TCW picks up 3, 2nd and 7 for the Patriots, 11:20 to go here in the second. McBride in the pocket, looks to his left, he's got a receiver, incomplete.
McBride's pass is incomplete. Pass intended for number 12, Tanner Patton.
Tanner Patton had a shot at it. It was a hard one to catch. Sort of got him in the hands as he was falling to the ground. He was slipping, but he couldn't hang on to it. So it's 3rd down for the Patriots. 3rd and 7. Ball on the 36. They need to get to the 43-yard line. Out of the gun. Stewart showing blitz. McBride across the middle, no good, incomplete.
McBride's pass is incomplete. Pass intended for number 1, Parker Dean. 4th and 7 for the Patriots.
Yorktown now set to punt.
In the punt for the Patriots, number 9, Miran Horashani. Back deep to receive for the Raiders, number 23, Lamont Lewis.
Rashani to punt, and Lewis deep to receive the single safety, standing at his own 25-yard line. Rashani's got a leg. Let's see where it goes. This one he looked to kick out of bounds, and he does. That's not the usual Rashani punt. Don't know if that's what he intended to do. But Stuart will have it much better field position than they think they would have had. So they start off in Yorktown territory at the 46-yard line. 11 minutes to go here in the second. Stuart can actually get on the board here. They'll make a game out of this. 14-0, Patriots on top. Bickerton, he loses the snap. Keeps it. There is a flag on the play. Bickerton picks up maybe a yard. And he jumps on a pile there at the end. This one goes against Stuart. Yorktown saying they want it. And you get a good look at Mike Hershey, the referee. By the way, Hershey's our referee. Ken Allison, the umpire. Joshua Camp, the linesman. Randy Sprouse, the line judge. Chris Agers, the back judge. And up here in the booth with us, Robert Smith, the ECO. By the way, I noticed that Robert Smith, Mr. Smith, is from Millersville University, one of my closest friends. She graduated from Millersville a few years ago. A few long years ago. Lauren Shapiro. Didn't know I'd know somebody else from Millersville. All right, Bickerton, he's going to go up top. He's got a receiver open, just overthrown. Wow, that was close. That one intended for Ibrahim Ahmed. Just beyond his arms, the reach of his arms. Patriots got lucky on that one. 10:30 to go. Speaking of colleges, Chris Agers, the back judge, is from Mustang University. I don't know where that is. I know what a Ford Mustang is, but I don't know where Mustang University is. Second and forever now. It's about 23 yards for the first down. Bickerton with the handoff to Green. He comes up the middle, picks up a few precious yards.
Number 25, John Green on the carry for the Raiders.
So this will be third down. Storr is the leading tackler there for the Patriots.
Gain 3 yards on the play. 3rd and 20 for the Raiders.
They count that as 4 yards and a cloud of dust, right? So it's third down 20 for the Raiders. J.E.B. Stuart High School. That is the alma mater of our good friend Chris Jerry. I know many of you know who Chris Jerry is. Been on this show. He's on the nation's capital sports show. All right, Bickerton looking, finally throwing. This was almost picked off, actually. Probably better that it wasn't.
Pass intended for number 3, Warren Machero.
Machero was the intended receiver there. So with 9:30 to go, Stuart will have to punt. Parker Dean, single safety at his own, inside his 20-yard line. Christian Orlanas obviously set to punt. Dean at his own 15 now. This one, Dean has to come up to it. Still a little bounce. Dean will take it at his 20. Looking, going to the outside. He's got a little running room, turns the corner. Crosses midfield, still on his feet, 45-40 before he's taken down from behind. Parker Dean. Parker Dean is doing some nice running tonight. There you see. Turns the corner. He still has that ball in his right hand, though. Finally, he's tripped up. Good run back by Parker Dean. And there is a flag on the play, however. I believe it was a 40-yard return. Let's see. Looks like it's an illegal block, and it goes against the Patriots. So they'll have to move this one back. Penalties marked from the spot of the foul. So really it is a net gain of a 24-yard return. Still not bad for Yorktown. They're at the 44-yard line. 9:15 to go. McBride with a misdirection. Nice handoff right up the middle there as he faked it to the first running back. Got it to the next one. And that is Ben Calvert, I believe, as you see right here. Calvert gets to midfield. Pickup of 6, second down and 4. Dean, the receiver to the near side right now. There's Calvert right there in the slot. You see him. There's a give to Jack Stores. He crosses midfield.
Number 30, Jack Stores taking a handoff for the Patriots.
He didn't get much there.
Lead tackles for the Raiders. Number 52, Isaiah Simonson.
Simonson again on the stop. So they officially give Stores nothing there, so it's third down 4. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. All right, McBride under center again. There's that cadence call. Looks like he got somebody on the Stuart line. I told you he does that about 3 or 4 times a game. I think this is the second time he's done it here in the first half. McBride has a knack for making you commit the error. That's a 5-yard penalty, of course, which will result in the first down for Yorktown. 7:48 to go.
First and 10 for the Patriots from the J.E.B. Stuart, 44 yards.
So mark it at the J.E.B. Stuart 44-yard line. Stewart showing blitz. McBride. There's the handoff. It is Jack Stores. He picks up a good chunk of yardage. Close to a first down. How about the blocking up front for Stores? Even when he had somebody around his waist, that was big number 70 for Stewart. Right around his waist, he was still able to carry him a little bit. Jose Gutierrez, the big fella. Give him 9 on that one for Stores. Second down 1. All right, under center again now. McBride, there's the handoff. This time, Jack Stores really didn't get much. Let's see where the officials mark it, but I think he was short of the first down. One thing I noticed about McBride tonight is he's been under center more than I have seen him the whole season. This is what our third Yorktown game, the first 2 Patriots games. He was out of the pistol or out of the shotgun most of the time. I don't know, not most of the time, but a good chunk of the time. So it's now 3rd and 1 for the Patriots, and it's been the exact opposite in tonight's game. But that just shows you, that just points out to the versatility of McBride. And Hanson is able to work with him out of the gun, under center, however he needs to. All right, there's a handoff to Davon Brown, and he is stopped right away.
Number 7, Davon Brown taking a handoff for the Patriots. Leading tacklers for the Raiders. Number 56, Amir Zaidi.
Look at number 56 for Stewart, right on Tavon Brown, just as he got the handoff. Amir Zidane. All right, McBride now. He's got receivers everywhere. In the slot, this one is complete. Parker Dean.
Pass is complete to number 1, Parker Dean. Leading tacklers for the Raiders, number 3, Warren Machero. And number 52, Isaiah Simons.
Look at
Result of the play.
McBride. He just guns it to Dean.
Yorktown. First and 10 for the Patriots from the Jeff Stuart 30-yard line.
All right, Tavon Brown looking for a hole. He gets something out of nothing. It didn't look like it was going to thing, but he did. Check this out. Tavon Brown off that handoff, the late hand off the read play. There were about 4 Raiders right there, but he was able to pick up a few yards off of that one. Give him 5 yards on that. That was all Tavon Brown. All right, 5 yards to go for the first down. McBride looking to his right. He throws it, or he actually kept that one, pardon me.
Making a stop for the Raiders, number 22, Christian Orlando. Result of the play, first down, Yorktown.
So that's a first down for the Patriots.
First and 10 for the Patriots from the Jeff Stuart 18-yard line.
Ball at the Stuart 18-yard line. McBride comes out, gets that call from Coach Hansen, and runs back in. He looks shaken up just a bit, but he's not the kind of guy. He doesn't want to get out. He wouldn't want to miss one play. McBride now with the handoff. There's Tavon Brown, lead blocker up front.
Brown taking the handoff.
Picks up about 4, maybe 5 yards on that one. Look how Brown puts his hand on that offensive lineman. And that is a big hit. 4 yards they give him, 2nd and 6. That's Jason Smith, by the way, the 5'11", 209-pound offensive lineman for Yorktown. Tavon Brown put his hand right on his back and said, "Guide me, big fella. Take me to the hole." 3 minutes to go here in the first half. All right, another misdirection play, and it's a really good one. Patriots get deep in into Stuart territory inside the 5. That was Sean Coleman, the 6', 195-pound junior. Here's Coleman. Look at him go. He sees that hole just to the left, and he sneaks right by it. Just gets in there, and it's – look at this. Watch this hole. Back it up. Good job, Charles. He's backing that one up. Now watch him at the last second. Boom. He gets that hole. It's like he saw it out of his peripheral vision, and he gets inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. So it's first and goal now for Yorktown. 2:30 to go. And there is an easy touchdown again for the Yorktown Patriots. Tavon Brown with another touchdown. And just like at the other end of the field, he walked it in basically. He did the same thing now. He walked that one in. So 20-0, pending Mehran Rashani's kick here. Parker Dean to hold, flag, or whistles, I should say.
Flag on the play.
Encroachment on the defense. This will be interesting. Yeah. Good call by Bruce Hansen and his staff. Just decline that penalty and re-kick the extra point. I'll tell you, I love this guy, Mehran Rashani, man. He has a leg. And I don't think Coach Hansen, if he had to in a very important game, look at this ball. His kick, I think he would go for it. I think he'd have him kick a 35-40 yarder if he had to. There's no doubt in my mind that he could make a big kick if he needed it.
Arlington High School sports action on Arlington Independent Media. Comcast Channel 69, Verizon Channel 38. On Wednesday nights at 9 p.m., Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. on Arlington Independent Media.
There goes our man, Christopher Williams. Promoing only as he can. Gotta love Christopher. All right, Mehran Rashani set to kick off here.
Back deep to receive for the Raiders, number 25, Deshaun Green, and number 28, Kevin Moore.
All right, Green and Morgan to receive. This one goes out. There's that big kick. There's that big leg that Rashani has. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 20. With 2:31 to go. 21-0 Yorktown up. Hi there, Mr. Williams. How are you? Back in the booth, Christopher Williams. Patriots looking good tonight, my friend.
From what I'm seeing, it's definitely an upgrade from last week's game, so let's hope that they can keep that going tonight.
Well, see you later. See, that's Christopher. He puts it, give us his 2 cents and he runs. Talk about 3 yards in a cloud of dust. One opinion and pshum, I'm out of here. But he is right. I mean, compared to what they've had a couple times this season, H.D. Woodson was a real bad game. Falls Church, that was a pretty bad loss for Yorktown. It's good to see the Patriots doing this, 21-0 with 2:23 to go here in the first half. There you see me. Welcome to our broadcast booth. That's Nathan Bynum right here. He's doing double duty. He's our producer and he's working a camera, at least for a few minutes. Here's Christopher Williams. He's got something to say. He's always got something to say. What's up, man?
How are you enjoying yourself tonight, Ashton?
I'm doing fine, man.
From what I hear over there, you're doing a great job over here,
Well,
doing the play-by-play and the color all by yourself.
I'm trying.
Very impressive.
And
that's why you are the dean of Arlington Independent Media Sports.
Thank you, Chris. I know you got to get back. Save me a breath or two. That's my man, Christopher Williams. And he is the PA announcer for Yorktown. He's been here for quite a long time. He has that touchdown Yorktown call. As you see, there is movement on the line. And this one probably goes against Stuart. Let's see if I believe the lineman moved first. This one goes against Yorktown. Charles, can we see that? Do we have a replay on that? I just want to see. Maybe I'm totally wrong here. Let's see. They come up to the line. I guess Yorktown did move first. And then once they get into that neutral zone, as you see here, back to live action, so to speak, it's Green with the ball. Or Kevin Morgan, I should say. So I guess Yorktown did jump. They got into that neutral zone. And once that happens, if an offensive lineman moves, it is against the defense. So if an offensive lineman doesn't move, and that Yorktown Patriot, if he did not touch a lineman, he gets back to his side of the field, then there is no encroachment. But that didn't happen at all, so because the offensive lineman decided to jump, and that was smart. If you see it, you jump, get 5 yards out of it. This one intended for Green on the screen, but it was a high throw, and Green had to get up there, and he couldn't hold on to it. Second and 10 now. All right, Green with the ball. He goes nowhere. A host of Yorktown Patriots on that stop, including Quinn Cox. There's that number 54, Quinn Cox. I love his mask. He's got the best face mask in high school football.
3 yards on the carry. 3rd and 13 for the Raiders.
Third down, 13 now for the Raiders. 1:49 to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up at halftime, we'll have performances by the Yorktown Marching Patriots and the Yorktown Dance Team. And don't forget to make your way down to the concession stand where they have
Good game football under the Friday Night Lights Thursday night edition. Weather great. You can tell fall is just around the corner, or that fall-like weather. Though tonight it's cooling. It's pretty cool weather, so I like that. It's not too humid, not too hot. There's movement along the line again, both sides. Let's see where the officials go with this one. The man in the white cap, Mike Hershey. You know he gets it all the time. Are you related to Hershey's? It does. Look at that equipment. You're right, Charles. Charles said something in my ear. It does look like a sculpture of some sort, doesn't it?
timeout. Jeb Stewart.
Timeout, Jeb Stewart, still with 1:49 to go. Yorktown looking good, up 3 touchdowns here. Welcome back, Mr. Christopher Williams. It's always good to see you. A pleasure, man. A pleasure.
So, Abshin, what do you think
Yes,
the Stuart coaching staff is looking to dial up here on this long 3rd and 13 play? Third and 18.
It's a 3rd down and 18, right? 3rd and 18, isn't it?
Third and 18.
3rd and 18,
correct.
yeah, that's right.
Because they did call the timeout to at least try to dial up another play
Right,
here.
they're going to, at least with 1:49 to go. So let's see. I want to see what kind of set he goes into. Oh,
I
there we
wouldn't be
are.
surprised if we see that play they ran a couple minutes ago with that inside handoff.
Let's see what they do. All right. That's what Mr. Williams says. And there is a handoff. And there's the option. And there's a flag.
Deshaun Green's pass is incomplete.
Green's pass incomplete. And there is a flag down. Here it is, Green stepping back. And he unloads it. They call the flag, and they call that one against Yorktown. That's going to put Stuart in decent field position with 1:42 to go. Chris was half right on that one.
After the penalty, 3rd and 3 for the Raiders.
So make it 3rd and 3 now for the Raiders. All right, Bickerson's got 3 receivers on his right, and he goes to his right in the screen, complete on the far side. And that is number 3, Warren Mushero. But he is short of the first down, and it'll be 4th down and about 2, so they'll have to, well, let's see if they go for it with a minute and a half to go and counting. Minute 24, timeout.
No gain on the pass. 4th and 3 for the Raiders.
They call that no gain on the pass. So make it 4th and 3. I thought there was at least one out of that one. He looked like he had moved forward a little bit, maybe forward progress. We come to you from Greenbrier Stadium, Arlington Independent Media, Comcast 69, FiOS 38, Afshin Banab. All by myself tonight. But we've got some great football action coming up. Next week, we're at War Memorial Stadium.
Number 22, Christian Orlando.
And the Washington Lee Generals, the Mount Vernon Majors. All right, there is set to punt. This ball will be punted way back.
Orlando's punts down at the 15-yard line. Will be first down, Yorktown.
So I was just told we're not doing Washington Lee and Mount Vernon. No, that's what's on the schedule. Because I've got Washington Lee, Mount Vernon, Wakefield, Yorktown, Wakefield, Stuart, Washington Lee, Wakefield, and Washington Lee, Yorktown as our final games. Well, some of us will be somewhere next week. I don't know. Yorktown with a minute 10 now. A minute 13, pardon me. And the ball.
McBride on the keeper.
McBride on the keeper. Didn't go really far there. Picks up maybe 3.
Gain of 3 yards on the carry. 2nd and 7 for the Patriots.
2nd and 7 now for the Patriots. 45 seconds to go. Talk about dialing up something. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Hansen was dialing up something here, but maybe he's going to be happy to take it in to the locker room up by 3 touchdowns. Sir Charles Smith just tells me it's 4-3 in the 8th inning. I'm not sure who's winning. Orioles are winning 4-3. Five seconds left here in the first half. I love what Miguel Cabrera did. He did not take his bonus check for making the playoffs. He said, I don't want a bonus. I want a ring. Of course, he is making like $500 million, but still, you got to like that he didn't do that. He said, give me the ring over anything right now. And that is it. Halftime, 21-0 Yorktown over Stuart. You're watching high school football on Arlington Independent Media, Comcast 69, FiOS 38. We'll be back for the second half after this. Stay with us, everybody. Welcome back to beautiful Arlington County. Yorktown on top, 21-0 here at Greenbrier Stadium. Afshin Banab and the Arlington Independent Media crew here on Comcast 69 and FiOS 38. And I did double check, and we are not covering the Washington Lee Mount Vernon game. So we've got Wakefield Yorktown, Wakefield Stuart, WNL Wakefield, and WNL Yorktown to round out the broadcast season. We've got 4 games after this. 2 at Wakefield, 2 at Washington Lee. All right, Patriots set to kick off here. And it goes back into the end zone again. That Mehran Rashane, man, he has got a leg on him. Stuart will start off at their own 20-yard line. Good first half by Yorktown. All right, Bickerton now with a full house backfield, and he fumbles that one, I think.
Fumble on the play.
Yeah.
Fumble recovered by the Raiders.
Loss of about 1.5 yards.
Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd and 11 for the Raiders.
So call it 2nd down 11 for the Raiders. takes hard work down there, doesn't it? You got to move a lot of equipment around after halftime. Big halftime show here at Greenbrier. I believe that is green on the outside, and there is a flag, a late flag, actually. Oh, that was Morgan on the carry, pardon me. Jack Stores on the stop, and this one goes against Stuart. And here's Hershey. So that penalty was from the spot of the foul.
Second and 19.
So second down 19 now for the Raiders. This ball is marked right at about the 10-yard line. And there's a handoff again. This time it goes on the far side. And that is DeJuan Green.
Number 25, Deshaun Green on the carry.
He picks up maybe 8 on that
Making
one.
a stop for the Patriots, number 8, Ryan McNulty.
Ryan McNulty, number 8, also on the stop. Yeah, so about 8 yards on that pickup, so third down and long. There's Green again. He'll be taken down for a loss.
Deshaun Green with the carry. Leading tacklers for the Patriots, number 7, Tavon Brown.
Tavon Brown wasn't going to let him go anywhere. That's running back on running back crime right there. Said, nope. You may be my counterpart, but you're not going anywhere. Tavon Brown, that is a good, solid tackle. That's how you make a tackle. Dean, the single safety. This ball will roll out. Good field position for Yorktown. Stay at Stewart's end, about the 43, maybe 44-yard line. (10-12) to go here in the third quarter.
After the punt, first down. Yorktown. First and 10 for the Patriots. From the Jeff Stuart, 43-yard.
Oh, pardon me, this is the 43-yard line. All right, out of the gun now was McBride. He keeps it again.
Number 19, Joe McBride on the keeper for the Patriots.
That's a good play by McBride. He did that earlier in the first half, if you remember. Same kind of play, the read option almost. And look at the chunk of yards. Last time he gained 9. This time they credit him with 8 yards. Second down 2. There is McBride again. This time he is out of the gun. Did not see much of that in the first half. Stays in the pocket, steps up now, throws it, and that one is complete.
McBride's pass is complete to number 12,
Tanner Patton with the catch. Good catch, by the way. Nice step up by McBride. Able to get it off, and Patton with a nice catch. First down for the Patriots at the J.E.B. Stuart 25-yard line. TCW, Travis Clark Winston in the backfield now with McBride. And he gets it. And he doesn't go anywhere with it.
23, Travis Clark Winston taking a handoff for the Patriots. Leading tacklers for the Raiders, number 70, Jose Gutierrez. Loss of 1 on the play. Second and
Count that
11
as a 1-yard
for the
loss.
Patriots.
Jose Gutierrez pushes him back for that loss. Second down 11 now for Yorktown. And there he is, Mr. Brown. Touchdown, Yorktown, and that is Travis Clark Winston. TCW with a nice touchdown run, untouched. He finds the house.
For the Patriots, number 23, Travis Clark Winston, 26 yards.
26 yards for the touchdown.
And for the point out there, for the Patriots, number 9,
Mehran Roshane.
Parker Dean the hold.
Parker Dean to hold now, and let's see what, here's the pending the extra point. Snap good, hold good, kick. Always long enough, that's for sure. And almost always good. 28-0. Yorktown, 8:24 to go third. This game is getting a bit out of hand as you see the cheerleaders now doing 28 push-ups. I mean that to say that another Yorktown touchdown, and then we're in the mercy rule for the state of Virginia, where we will have a running clock.
Deshaun Green, also back number 28, Kevin Morgan.
Deshaun Green and Kevin Morgan deep to receive this kickoff. Again in the end zone.
Hershey's kick goes in the end zone for a touchback. First and
So
10
Stuart will
for the
take over at their own 20.
from their own 20-yard line.
Rochene not giving them any kind of chance to run this back.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch tonight's football game and all of Arlington High School sports on Arlington Independent Media, Comcast Channel 69, Verizon Channel 38, Wednesday nights at 9 p.m., Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. All of your Arlington High School sports on Arlington Independent Media.
All right, Bickerton now with a handoff.
Taking a handoff for the Raiders, number 23, Lamont
There's a
Rhodes.
member of Arlington's finest.
Leading tackles for the for the Patriots, number 82, Matthew Paredes. Gain of 2 yards on the play, second and 8.
2 yards on that play, so it's second down 8 now. All right, Bickerton now, right under center. Here's to the left side. That one's complete. More than enough for a first down.
Bickerton's pass is complete to number 25, Deshaun Green.
Sean Green, nice catch and run on that screen play.
Number 44, Austin Casper.
Austin Casmer on the stop finally. Deshaun Green picks up a good chunk of yardage, and well, more than enough for a first down.
First and 10 for the Raiders.
At the 36-yard line now, Stuart with 7.5 to go here in the third. Here's Green. He's going nowhere but on the ground.
Number 25, Deshaun Green with the carry. Making a stop for the Patriots, number 82, Matthew Paredes.
So there's a loss of 7 there, so this will be 2nd down and 17.
Loss of 7 yards on the play. 2nd and 17 for the Raiders.
All right, Bickerton with receivers on either side. Staying in the pocket on this one.
Bickerton's pass is incomplete.
This one's incomplete, and there is a flag on the play.
Pass intended for number 11, David Marzi.
David Marzi was the intended receiver, the tight end for Stuart. Here is Mike Hershey once again. Now here he is.
When ineligible downfield on the offense, that penalty will be declined. Brings up 3rd down.
Ineligible player downfield, so Yorktown will decline that penalty, and it'll be 3rd down 17. And obviously you take that, you decline it, and let them hit with it on 3rd down and see what they can do. Victor, this one's intercepted by Stores on the far side, and he's going to take this one to the house. Touchdown, pick 6, Yorktown. Talk about how reading the play here. Stores just, that's the play beforehand, but Stores just stayed in the lane, didn't go anywhere. So Stores with a pick 6 makes it 34-0 pending this extra point. I don't know why I say pending. The kid just kicks it. Yep, there you go again. 35-0. There's nothing pending about that one. It's just going to be good.
6 minutes and 34 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
And the girls are going to have to go ahead and
Stuart
do 35 push-ups now. So 35-0 with 6:34. Mercy rule is in effect. Have mercy. Let's play Marvin Gaye's Mercy. Christopher Williams back in the booth. You see 35 push-ups, man. Can you do that? Come on, tell the
I haven't done 35 push-ups since probably 35 years ago.
I haven't done 35 push-ups.
And the thing that you got to
cumulative.
And the thing about these push-ups here, I've seen what you have to think about on them is that they did 7.
Well, yeah.
And then they had to come back and do 14.
Yep.
And then
21.
they had to do 21, 28, and now they're doing 35. That's a lot of push-ups tonight.
Rush and they should just kick field goals and make it a little easier on them. Yeah, they did a whole lot of push-ups. They did quite a few. He was in the end zone.
Hershey's kick is in the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Of course, the rule has always been that you cannot take it out of the end zone in high school. He did have a foot in the end zone. Welcome back to our broadcast booth. I am Afshin Banab. Solo in the air chair, by the way. It's a 35-0 game. Yorktown dominating this contest.
First and 10 for the Raiders from their own 20-yard line.
All right, Bickerton now with a handoff to Green.
Number 25.
Crosses the 25-yard line before he is taken down.
Leading tacklers for the Patriots, number 3, Zane Kilby.
You know, we were talking about all those push-ups that the cheerleaders were doing. Chris was talking about it. Actually, you go from 35 to 28 to 20. They did over 100 push-ups tonight, if you want to really look at it that way. I believe that adds up to about 105 I'm no mathematician, but I can add a little bit, I think. So it's like 105 push-ups, and it ain't over. I'm being laughed at. It ain't over. They could do more.
Number 25, Deshaun Green with the carry. Leading tacklers for the Patriots. Number 30, Jack Stores.
Jack Stores on that stop. Jack Stores.
Loss of 4 yards.
Big play tonight.
3rd and 9 for the Raiders.
Pick 6 for Captain Jack. And there you see the running clock, 35-0. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. I believe that says quarter number 2. It is actually quarter number 3. Number 3. Bickerton with the keeper. Got blockers in front of him. Got to really turn the edge there to do something about that. He's still on his feet, though. Gets a hard hit. Helmet comes off. He will not be denied. He was not going to go down. Mikey Bickerton. Check this out. There he is at the 20. Crosses the 20. Breaks one tackle. Goes helmet first into another Yorktown Patriot. Stays on his feet. Backpedals his way into the 30. Boom, gets hit. Helmet comes off, but I got to tell you, man, he will not be denied. No doubt about that one. Parker Denny really puts that hit on him at the end at the 4-minute mark now.
First and 10 for the Raiders from their own 31-yard line.
First and 10 now for the Raiders at their own 31-yard line. Good run by the quarterback, Bickerton. Looked like is there a possible loose ball on that one? But Stuart regained it.
Number 23, Lamont Lewis on the carry.
DeJuan Green on that carry.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 now, ball on the 30-yard line. Loss of 1.
Timeout, Jeb Stewart.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can take this break in the
Stewart
action
calls
to go
timeout.
down to the concession stand. Down at the concession stand, you can get Chick-fil-A sandwiches. You can pick yourself up a backyard barbecue sandwich. Hot dogs with cheese pizza, cheese or pepperoni, nachos, popcorn.
3:34 to go here from Greenbrier Stadium.
Drinks. You got
35-0 Yorktown on top. Comcast 69, Fios 38. Arlington Independent Media High School Game of the Week. A Thursday night edition of football under the Friday night lights.
Second and 11 for the Raiders.
All right, 2nd and 11 for the Raiders now.
Number 25, Deshaun Green with the carry.
Green with that carry. He lost
Leading tacklers for the Patriots, number 98, Chris Solon.
a little bit. Chris Saulnier on the stop. By the way, now that I had a chance to mention Chris Saulnier, the 6', 180-pound senior tight end linebacker, he is the first cousin of New York Jet Nick Mangold. If you know who Nick Mangold is, one of the great New York Jet players of today. I should say Nick Mangold is Chris Saulnier's first cousin, because this is all about Chris tonight, not Nick. But he is related to a professional football player for the New York Jets, Jets. I believe they are first cousins, too, so they're very close. All right. Encroachment on the D, so there's a 5-yard penalty there.
After the penalty, 3rd and 9 for the Raiders.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 for the Raiders. Movement along the line.
Flag on the play.
I think Mangold's been in the league for a good, 8 years possibly. got to give a shout out to Nick Mangold, but I'm not a fan of his because he is an Ohio State Buckeye. I believe he was an Ohio State Buckeye. If you're not a Buckeye, then I love you. But I think he was. But that's pretty cool that Chris Saulnier's first cousin is Nick Mangold. You remember him, guys. He's got the big beard. Very popular player on that team. All right. Bickerton. Incomplete. Intended for Kevin Morgan. 1:50 to go. Here in the third quarter. Clock running, of course. 35-0. We have the mercy rule.
Covering tonight's game, Medic 102, thank you. Also, a big round of applause for the Arlington County Police Department covering tonight's game. The Arlington County Police, led by our own SRO.
All right, Parker Dean deep to receive this punt. Standing just inside his 30-yard line. Christian Orellana's punt. This one is going to be short. Dean is going to move up, but he'll let this one bounce. Bounces at the 40 and goes back the other way. Not a favorable bounce for Stuart.
Kick is down at the 44-yard line.
44-yard line now. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots in great field position. In control of this game here at Greenbrier. There's a flag right there. But that is number 46, Sean Coleman for Yorktown. But let's see what this call is. Most likely there was movement along the line. Looked like there was, and it might have been Ben Calvert moving. Let's see what the call is. But it'll go against Yorktown, most likely. Here's Mike Hershey. Yeah, watch Ben Calvert, number 20, right here in front of your screen. He's moving right there. Took a step back before the snap of the ball. So that was illegal motion. .35 seconds left here in the third quarter. That is Sean Coleman again with that carry.
Leading tacklers for the Raiders, number 56, Amir Zidane.
That'll close out the third quarter with a 35-0 Yorktown lead.
At the end of 3 quarters of play, the score Yorktown 35, J.E.B 0. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you can catch tonight's game and
good game if you're a Patriots fan. There's no doubt about it.
On Arlington Independent Media, Comcast.
Christopher Williams right behind us.
Verizon Channel 38, Wednesday nights at 9 p.m., Saturday mornings at 11
There you go.
a.m. You can catch high school golf, high school softball, high school football. They cover it all on Arlington Independent Media.
Christopher Williams, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, we are on every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Every Saturday at 11 a.m. You can catch Arlington High School football. You know what? Another show you might want to catch is the Nation's Capital Sports Show, which is always good to see. You'll see Chris Jerry, Kevin Jeter, Vincent Charles, Stephen Mangas, and I'll be on there. I'm on there too, and we talk about a host of issues related to sports. There's Coleman again. He's not going to go anywhere this time. That was a Wildcat play. I know some of you youngsters know what the Wildcat is. That's a direct snap as you see Coleman get it. surprised they used him for a Wildcat, though, for that kind of a play. They usually use 12-3. Thank you there, Christopher Williams. Chuck in the truck, you may want to know that our Tigers have lost to the Baltimore Orioles 12-3. It's the top of the ninth. Wow, that game started early. How's it still the top of the ninth? Okay. Top of the ninth. Anyway, Sean Coleman with a nice run there. But not much going. Here's McBride out of the, coming out of the gun.
Taking a handoff for the Patriots, number 39.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Loss of 5 yards on the play. Lead stop for the Raiders. Number 56, Mayor's Inn. 4th and 11 for the Patriots.
This will be 4th and 11 for the Patriots. Up 35-0, 10:45 to go. Set to punt. Mehran Rashane. Set to return now. I believe that is Kevin Morgan. Not quite sure. I believe he is the single safety.
Number 23, Lamont Lewis is single safety.
No, it was Lamont Lewis, single safety. Let's see, is Lewis going to be able to get this one to run it back? He's got it. Sidesteps one Patriot, still on his feet, cuts it back, taken down.
Number 23, Lamont Lewis for the return for the Raiders.
Good run by Lamont Lewis. There he is. I like that little step inside. Zane Kilgo and Jordan Whaley Hill on the stop. All right, this will be 1st and 10 now for the Raiders. 10:06 to go. Bickerton now. This one's incomplete. 9:45. Remember, clock still runs. Incomplete passes and all. It still runs once because of the mercy rule. So it's 35-0. 2nd and 10. You get a good look at Bickerton. Setting up, taken down. Mikey Bickerton.
Bickerton is sacked in the backfield.
And
making a stop for the Patriots, number 54, Quinn Cox.
Quinn Cox. My man Quinn Cox. He's at it again.
By number 82, Matthew Paredes.
And Matthew Paredes as well. See if you get Quinn Cox there. If he turns around. I'm telling you, that face mask that Quinn Cox has, I love it, man. You can grate cheese off of that. Cut an onion. That's an awesome face mask. So off of that turnover now, Yorktown gets the ball.
At quarterback for the Patriots, number 10, Stephen Lagola. Timeout, Yorktown.
Timeout Patriots. Now I want to thank our crew, Nathan Byman, our producer, Charles Smith, our director, Ken Briley doing all the sound, technical director, David Aronson, and our camera operators, Larry Hickman, Herbert McNair, and Paul Mahood. Job well done by each and every staff member here at Arlington Independent Media. 8:21 to go in the 4th quarter. 35-0 Yorktown on top from Greenbrier Stadium. We've got some good games coming up. Wakefield, Washington Lee. Yorktown, Wakefield. Yorktown, Washington Lee. We've got the Stuart Wakefield game on October 24th. Make sure you're there for that one. That should be a great game. The Wakefield Warriors 5-0 in Conference 13. Amazing year that Wayne Hogwood's having right now for the Wakefield Warriors. Undefeated, in first place, in total control. I need Frank Haddock here because I can't remember the last time that Wakefield won 5 games in the season, let alone 4 games or even 3 games in the season, which they did last year. But hats off to the Wakefield Warriors. And we'll see them a few times before the season's over. Riley Wilson, their quarterback. Riley Wilson, of course, was here at Yorktown, and he transferred to Wakefield. Wayne Hogwood was a longtime assistant for Yorktown head coach Bruce Hanson, and now he's the head coach at Wakefield. And what a turnaround it is, I must say. Great job by Wakefield. And I'm looking forward to seeing their new stadium, lights, and the new field. Interestingly enough, their high schools in Arlington County are working on such concussion issues. All 3 high schools have this, what you call this Rydell Revolution helmets, which are supposed to help reduce head injuries or head trauma. And Wakefield's taken it even a step further. They have taken that new field, and under it, they put a microfiber padding to even reduce that. I know a counselor at Wakefield, and he was telling me that when he takes his lunch breaks, he feels like he's walking on air. He'll go for a walk on the Wakefield turf, and he just feels like he's walking on air there. So I'm looking forward to seeing Wakefield High School in all its glory, in all its newfound glory.
6 yards in the play. 4th and 15 for the Patriots.
So our next game is at Wakefield, and it's the Yorktown Patriots and the Wakefield Warriors. We've got Wakefield at home against Stuart. And then the last 2 games of the season, October 31st and November 7th, respectively, at Washington Lee. It's Wakefield and Yorktown. October 31st, Halloween night, W&L and Wakefield. November 7th. You know, that's always our finale. Washington Lee at home against the Yorktown Patriots. And I'm hoping this is not the last year that we see these 3 great rival high schools play each other. I want to see Wakefield continue their rivalry with Yorktown and W&L. And I hope that that can be worked out. Right, Chris? That's right. That would be great to see. And maybe you can give me your opinion on that if you have a minute. All right. Now you see those Rydell Revolution helmets. That, you know, it's something to me the NFL should be working on instead of worrying about a few $1 million in court costs. They should worry about doing something for their players, past and present. And here we have these helmets. And here we have Arlington County working on doing something about helmets and padding. And you'd like to see the higher-ups do a little bit more than they're doing. So I don't know if these will work, these helmets, or the padding at Wakefield, but it's worth a shot, right? You know, something should be done.
You know, anything that we can come out to do to protect these kids, we got to do it. And I'm just glad that that Arlington Public Schools is taking that step.
It is. And the other thing, you know, while we have a minute, Chris, is I want to see the rivalry continue after all these years. I'm hoping that Wakefield can still play Yorktown and W&L.
I definitely think it's important, too. You got to remember that even before, when the schools were in different districts before, they still played each other. So hopefully, like you say, we can keep that going on.
I hope so. All right, get back to it, my man. Thank you. You know, in college football, it's the same thing, right? Clemson plays South Carolina every year. Georgia plays Georgia Tech every year. Why can't it happen at the high school level here in Arlington County? Florida plays Florida State every year. .540 in county. It should happen here. So I don't know who needs to know. The Arlington County Board of Governors, Supervisors, Arlington County Board of Education. Make it happen. Wakefield, Washington Lee, Yorktown. Every single year they should play each other. As play moves on here with 5:15 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Bickerton shaking up there, but coming back in. Bickerton reminds me of another issue at the University of Michigan last week when Shane Morris was in, and nothing was done about that. And he looked like he was going through some issues with his head. Bickerton, yeah, he's just limping, a cramp. I'm not comparing the two, but it just reminded me that Morris also had that leg injury, and they did nothing about it, Brady Hoke and Michigan staff. You can't let those things go. So it's good to see Yorktown, Wakefield, and Washington Lee being proactive about the concussion issue in this country, especially at this level. Now, a lot of people don't know. Here's a good question. Which youth sport has the most concussion issue injuries, most concussion injuries? Which youth sport do you think it is? Actually, it's probably of all sports, youth or otherwise, but it's girls soccer. That's the answer to that question. So something definitely should be done. There's Green on the far side.
Number 25, Deshaun Green with the carry.
Lacrosse is next.
Lead tacklers for the Patriots.
And they have helmets in lacrosse too.
Second and 1 for the Raiders.
All right, second down. You see clock ticking, you see score, you see the quarter is the U. We're at the U quarter. That's the fourth quarter. All right, that is Morgan for Stuart. Trying to turn the outside, couldn't do it.
Kevin Morgan on the carry, flag on the play.
There's a flag down.
The Patriots, number 4, Parker Denny.
Parker Denny on the stop. You should take a look at Joe McBride on the sideline. He's dancing a little bit before he sits down. He sat down. McBride was going to the beat of the drums. He's a happy young camper tonight, 35-0. Bickerton still limping, so it's got to be more than a cramp. He is still shaken up. He appears to be shaken up, but he's not leaving.
On the stop for the Patriots, number 4, Parker Denny.
Parker Denny on the stop there, 2:45 and counting. Bickerton literally hopping to the line. Don't know why Roy Ferry just doesn't take him out now. He can barely hand off. He does to Green. Green gets around the edge.
Number 25, Deshaun Green on the carry. First and 10 for the Raiders.
First and 10 now for the Raiders. You know, again, here we are. I'm looking at the young man hopping around. 2:15 to go. You're down by 35 points. Just take him out. Even if he does hand off, so what? Take him out. He doesn't need to be in. He can barely walk.
Deshaun Green taking the handoff for Stuart.
There's look. He's favoring that left foot for sure. He's favoring it for sure.
Also 1 yard on the play, second and 11 for the Raiders.
you know, this game is over. Doesn't really need to be in there. You never can tell. Play to play. You never know what happens. .120 to go. Bickerton is going to try and pass it. You know, hard to pass that when you can't put that left foot down and throw off of it. One minute to go here in this contest. J.E.B on the stop there. 35 seconds and counting here in the fourth quarter. 35-0. Yorktown. This will be fourth down now. Call it 8. At the Yorktown 43-yard line. There's Green still on his feet, and he got the first down. 13 seconds, timeout called. Or maybe not a timeout. You do stop the clock when you have to move the chain, so let's see. Now they're going to wind it up. 10 seconds. Might get one play off here. And this will definitely be the last play of the game if they get it off. Bickerton's going to have to hurry. 3, 2, 1. He gets it off. Green will hands it to Green, and he'll run to the outside and go out of bounds, and that'll do it. That's the end of the game here from Greenbrier Stadium. Yorktown 35. Stuart, nothing. It wasn't even close. Good game now for Bruce Hanson and the Yorktown Patriots. Welcome back in our broadcast booth. The Patriots ran at will. They passed at will. Joe McBride did whatever he wanted to do. It was an easy Yorktown victory. But make no mistake about it, Yorktown is not going to – they're going to go into next week's game against Hayfield, and they have their work cut out for them against the Hayfield Hawks. So make no mistake about it, Bruce Hanson is not going to let his team down. He's going to make them work hard for it. So that is it. As you see, game, right? The Yorktown Patriots, 35. Chris Jerry's Stuart Raiders, 0. From Greenbrier Stadium and their whole Arlington Independent Media crew. Once again, thanks to producer Nathan Byman and director Charles Smith and all our crew here at Arlington Independent Media. Final score from Greenbrier, Yorktown 35, Stuart 0. See ya at Wakefield.